Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gravediggers. It's Partizan Belgrade time. We've got just the. We'll do two games. We'll do two games today. Um, and yeah, they are going to be really quite substantial in terms of our potential for this season. We've been doing pretty well, to be fair. We are joint top of the table. We've got a Europa League game today. A win will see us go through to the quarterfinals. And yeah, it's all to play for. So let's get cracking. Yes, everyone, hello and welcome to today's episode. As you can see, we're playing Sporting Lisbon for a chance to go through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. We are joint top, level on goal difference with Chukwueze Stankom. If we end up not winning the league this season, it will be because of draws, basically. Although I'm hoping with the new FM update out today, our fortunes might increase a little bit because I feel like we've definitely been shafted slightly by the shocking defending in the match engine. But we will see. We will see how we get on. Just want to say also a big hello to some of the Serbian watchers that we've had recently. I'm not sure whether it's from Twitter or whatever, but just seem to have had quite a few people commenting who are saying, oh, hi, I'm from Belgrade, or, we're from Serbia, or even if you're not specifically from Belgrade. So it's been really nice to see people who know more about the history of the club and, of the league and stuff, getting involved. And I also had a really helpful comment from someone about saying how Yugoslavia was not actually initially a Soviet country. It was like a aligned sort of communist state, basically. But yeah, that goes back to the first episode. If anyone wants to refresh themselves, feel free to go ahead and watch it. But yeah, it's not relevant to today, but just wanted to throw a little shout out to that. So yeah, before we get any further in, if you want to do us a massive favour, if you drop a like down below, drop a comment before you watch the games. Do you think we're going to get wins today against Sporting and against Vojvodina? You'll notice that there is a Red Star game coming up. We're not going to see that one. It is going to be the Vojvodina game, but I will show the Red Star game in the playoff stage. So don't worry, we will get to see us play Red Star this season. And yeah, if you're not already subscribed and you're enjoying the series so far, why not drop a subscribe down below? You don't necessarily have to turn on notifications if you don't want to, but why not? So yeah, I think we'll go into schedule first, and we will remove friendlies just because they will throw us off a little bit. So I last saw you, I think it was against, is it the away Dynamo game? And then we carried on with some really wonderful form until we then started to slip up a little bit. We drew with Chukwueze Stankom. We lost away to West Ham, which saw us come second in the group. We then drew with Mladost Gat. I think this was a game where I think we dominated it, and then Ratkov missed a load of chances to put it to bed, and then literally Lazar Arsic scored a screamer, and then Ratkov equalised straight from the kickoff, as if it kind of gave him a bit of a kick up the bum, basically. So this is what I mean. We had two draws there. We then came back and beat Mladost Lučani. We lost 2-1 away to Wolfsburg in a game where we actually played really well. And it was a very even game. We just got undone by two back post corners, literally back to back. You think once, okay, fair enough, it's just poor defending. Literally 4 minutes later, the same thing happens again. And I was thinking, oh my days, how have I been done by that? And then thankfully Terzic pulled one back. But we then drew with Vojdovac. And it was kind of up to Zahovic to sort of save the game for us, really. And then we welcomed Wolfsburg at home, and we beat them 2-0, so we went through. I hope you didn't mind, everyone. I did play this off camera. I was not in a position to record, but I was in a position to play games, so I just sort of ploughed through. And then we beat TSC, we beat Kruševac, and then we've drawn with Radniki Niš and IMT, both teams who should really been beating. And I think was this another one where we kind of just dominated the game. I mean, XG not great. We did have a goal disallowed, but you can see possession-wise, they only had one shot on target. They had a lot of shots, but, all off target. And the Radnički game, I think, was a fairly even match. But again, we should really have been winning. And like I said, if we end up losing, not winning the league, it'll be because of draws. And no offense to Chirichi Stancon, but it won't be because you were better than us. It was just because we drew more games than you. As you can see, we've got the most draws out of anyone in the top half. Okay, well, in the top 4. If you look, we are streets ahead of everyone else, us 3. But we have lost the least, but we've drawn the most. And that one loss was against Chirichi, to be fair. But, yeah. Transfer-wise, I can't actually remember what we did. It's actually been a while since I played. It's been about a good 4 or 5 days since I played. I think we mainly did freeze. Oh, yeah. So, Mark Hondes, I think we knew about. And then we brought in Branko van den Boomen, another free signing, the Dutch player. Basically, Mark Hondes, Van den Boomen, and this guy, Jaden Anthony, were all free signings. And they're on decent wages. But they're players who I hope, are going to be very short-term players here for us. As in, basically what I mean is I hope that we can showcase their talents and then someone from a slightly higher league will come in and buy them from us. So we'll hopefully make an instant profit. This is another keeper we signed, Daniel Naumov. Basically, I kind of, with Popovic, basically getting a fear of big games, like dreading big games, whereas Naumov loves big matches. Kind of wanted a new keeper. And Popovic did actually have a couple of bids for him. He had a 2.2 million bid for him, which the board accepted from Getafe, but he rejected the move. We also brought in this guy, Aitug Batur-Komech, a young left-sided centre-half, hopefully someone who will sort of fill in when Klavan leaves. But we did also have Vujacic tell us he wanted to leave. So he wasn't going to extend his contract. And then also he was like, I want a new challenge. So we sold him for 2 million. Unfortunately, it was to a league rival, but that was kind of taken out of our hands. But it is what it is. We also did sell Pantic, and we also sold Marko Zivkovic. So yeah, still good bit of business. Finances are still looking okay. And yeah, like I said, we're playing Sporting Lisbon today, and in the first leg it was 0-0. We actually played really, really well. And I think we consider ourselves unlucky to have not taken a lead. Since the break, Ratkov and Jovic have really been a little bit cool, I would say. Jovic got 2 goals in that game. Ratkov got 1. And Ratkov's only scored once since then. And they've kind of both dipped out a little bit. Whereas Terzic, who was someone who, we were open to selling in the summer, has really become arguably almost one of the first names in the team sheet at the expense of Macetic. He's really sort of stepped up a little bit as the season's gone on. You see he's got a goal there, he got a goal there, and he got I'm sure I saw he had another goal somewhere. I'm sure he scored more than 2 goals all season. 3. He scored another one at some point. But yeah, he's really stepped up, and he's been a very good player for us. So it's kind of allowed us to rotate when Mercetic maybe hasn't been as in form, if he's been suffering in the same way that like Jovic and Ratkov have. I'm not necessarily going to go cautious, but I will probably go balanced and just play a little bit more safe. So despite like Ratkov and Jovic not really being in great form, it would be... I think I will actually take maybe a slightly drastic step. And I think we will actually drop Jovic for this. Because as you can see, his recent form, 6.4. I hadn't realised his form was that bad. We will give Petkovic a chance, who is incidentally wanted by Sporting. Unfortunately, Mark Hondes is just coming back from injury. Jaden Anthony, we couldn't register. And Petrila is quite a frustrating player, but he's a little bit sharper than Nemanja Ilic. Klavan has just come back from injury, so he's not fully match sharp yet. So it means Sana Channon will deputy in for him with Van der Karp. Mihailovic, who we signed in the summer, has been really good for us. Sahovic carries on doing his thing at left back. Belic comes in with Patrick in the middle. Nacho as the advanced playmaker, with Terzic and Ratkov making up the rest of the team. We've got Mercetic on the bench. As you can see, his form recently has been a bit poor. We've got Alexic, we've got Jakubovic, we've got Milicevic and Stepanovic, who can definitely fill in really nicely in that midfield. We've got Branko van den Boomen, who can hopefully come on and even just trouble them with his set pieces. And then we got Topic, Filipovic, Klavan, Jovic, and Petrilla making up the rest of the bench. So yeah, I've just gone to balance, but I've not really changed much else. They've got a good team, but equally, I think the way we've been playing in Europe, I think we should, be prepared to. Sounds stupid, but not show them too much respect. Like, let's play our game and let's see what we can do, and just sort of take it from there. Obviously, if we're getting a bit swamped, we can drop the defensive line. We can play a bit more conservative, etc., etc. One thing I forgot to do is I can't trust my assistant to do decent like instructions on players, so we're gonna do it ourselves, because fortunately, he just cannot be trusted to do it right. And we'll put a bit of pressure on Coates and this guy Iceman. See how we get on. What? That goal seemed to literally come from nothing inside 34 minutes. Like, we just had to see how this new update works with the defenders. That's a great ball. And it's a good finish, but it's really poor goalkeeping from Popovic. Probably thinking, well, why are you playing Popovic when you just signed a new keeper? It's like, well, he's still actually been good. I know this is a big game, but he has still actually been quite good. And Naumov has been a little bit hit and miss, but again, how much of that is the match engine playing a part? I don't know. So we'll see, but you've got to come out and play now anyway. Oh, and here's Patrick. What can you do? And he smashes it over. But yeah, we've got to come out and play now, so we'll just sort of leave it as it is. I would back us to certainly at least... Oh, this is good. They did say they were adding this in, the stoppages and, how many stoppages you've got left of subs. That's really good. I would back us to get something, at least get a goal back. I don't think that I didn't see enough of Sporting in the first leg to worry me. Whether now they're at home, they might play a bit more expansive and they might be more problematic for us, and they could end up absolutely smashing us. That's perfectly possible, especially if we do keep giving the ball away like that and allowing them to counter. But if we play like we did in the first leg, I know we are away from home, but there's no reason why we can't get a result. It's just where the players wilt a little bit under the pressure, and Sporting playing in front of their home fans get a couple of early goals, good block, and start to run riot with it, which would be a shame, because I don't think the way we've been playing, and certainly the way we played in the first leg, would justify that and would be a fair representation of the tie as a whole. That's poor. You've gotta do better than that at the back. That's really, really weak. Nice. One thing I have been doing with Nacho, rather than... Oh, he's already got it on. I have added that on. Van der Karp is having a poor 5 minutes. He's just given the ball away, and then he's just been caught in possession. It's just actually just telling him to get further forward, so rather than playing him as like a ball number 10, sort of playing him as like a false 10. Why would you do that, Ratkov? Let the keeper come and claim it. Great tackle, Terzic. I don't think he needed to make it, because I think he would have been offside. Yeah, rather than sticking him outright here, we've been letting him sort of sit deep to get the ball, help contribute to possession, and then get forward out of possession. And yeah, just to try and offer a bit more support higher up. One thing I will look to do with like someone like Alexic is just sort of check his... Van der Karp is having a terrible first half, is to check his trait development and make sure he has like get forward whenever possible, etc. Thankfully, it was a shocking penalty. Thankfully, it was a truly terrible penalty. Van der Karp has had a poor first half. He really needs to sort himself out. Smashed off the bar. We may well look to take Patrick off because he is injured. I don't know how much of that is actually impacting his game. Still seems quite fit, quite happy. In terms of does say he's hampered by his injury, so we may well look to take him off at half time. Sort of defending a little bit erratically at the back. We're not really getting enough on the ball, really. We made 2 changes at half time. Van Boomen has come on for Patrick, and we brought on Jovic for Petkovic because Petkovic wasn't having a great game. Was it Petkovic? Yeah. Whoever's on the left, I'm sure that is how his name's spelled. And I pushed Nacho up more into number 10 just to try and help get a bit of possession higher up the pitch. Just for that, because don't get me wrong, he's not the most athletic. So if we're not asking him, and the 2 subs nearly link up there with Van den Boomen nearly smashing it in from a Jovic head down, and it's Van den Boomen. Come on, Belic, yeah, just give it to Jovic. That's fine. Jehovic, no, okay. See what I'm going to do that one. Oh, and it's that combo again. It's Ashton Shaw to Pedro Gonçalves, and we just completely undone. Completely undone by that in both early stages of the first half. See, no one is quick to get out to Ashton Shaw. No one is marking him for a start. It's just very frustrating. Jovic, nice touch. Come on. Belic, Shahovic. Tackle by Ashton Shaw. But for all me talking Terzic up, he's had a really quite poor game. We will look to bring Machetic on. Van den Boomen again. Come on, let's get a goal back and make it a little bit nervy for them. You need someone to challenge for the ball though, which is why are you doing that? Yes, come on, Bogdan, come on. Drive. Belic, Nacho. Ratkov again having a very poor game. Really, really poor. I don't know what it is. I've talked to him, I've warned him, I've fined him, and I've said, you know, you need to play better. That's really poor from Sanachanin, and Van der Kaap nearly diverted it in, I think. That's one thing I have noticed with like far post runs. Like sometimes they'll get players like overloading the back post. Like not just Sporting. Like it's what happened in the Wolfsburg game. The issue I've got is that with Ratkov is that Jakubovic isn't actually that much better. Like in terms of consistent performances, he's not actually a great rotation option that I thought he would be. Like he looked like he might promise quite a bit, especially considering he's free. I thought, he'll be decent, but he's really not. We stop messing around, just get the ball into the box. Oof, it's the bar. Is this going to be where our Europa League journey ends, everyone? It'd be a real shame. Like I said, you know, whether we have just sort of wilted in the in the Lisbon thing, that could have literally gone anywhere. I'm gonna make another couple of changes because Benny made what 3? Alexis. Might as well bring Clapan on to try and get some match sharpness up for him. And I honestly would love to take off Ratkov, but I don't know who I would. So instead, I will take off Dalic because he's... Oh, what? Oh, it's because it's not showing Patrick in red. We'll leave it at that. Still trying. We're still getting the ball higher up the pitch. Shannon thinks it over. Machetic flicks it back in. Alexic makes it 2-1. Yes, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just get the ball forward a little bit quicker. Let's just push up. And let's get the ball moving. I could theoretically just get Popovic just to lump it forwards, but let's just see. Let's just stick to our principles for now. What? So Klavan passes the ball forward and my player just runs away from the ball. That's logical. Here's Machetic. Come on. Come on. Alexic nearly playing the role of super sub there. No, come on. What's the point in having a higher defensive line when everyone just sits off? The whole point is push out. Okay, step up more then maybe? And I want to go super narrow. Keep the wingers close to Ratkov. Let all the width come from fullbacks if needed. Oh, and there's the game. Poor goalkeeping from Popovic, to be fair. And I think in the next game we will give Naumov the chance. Because this is really quite poor. Like that's weak goalkeeping, very weak goalkeeping. Four minutes of stoppage time, and Ratkov just lets himself just get bodied out the way. What sort of defending is that? Apart from the shambolic kind. Dear me. Let's see. Like, you, Mihailovic, that's disgraceful. Just let him waltz away from you. Awful. Oh. What are you doing there? I know you're just trying to glance it into the box, but at least try and get it to someone. You know what, though? This does give me a little bit of confidence, because not this game, as in just the way we've competed in this competition this season. You know, I feel like there's enough groundwork here that, you know, with the right reinforcements, we could potentially, you know, progress in a game like this. You know, if we can make the most of the chances we have in the first leg. If we can get players playing at a better level, like Ratkov, like at the level that we know he can. Who knows? Like, Van der Karp's had a very poor game by his standards. I just realised that since I last saw you, we did actually get our youth intake. And the only real good one of note is this guy, Tomislav Vucic. I think he could be a decent, like deep line play. Well, it says deep line playmaker. Whether I play him defensively, I don't know. I'd probably try and actually maybe turn him into more of an advanced playmaker. He's already got decent passing and vision. I just don't think his tackling's good enough. I'd like him to have a little bit more flair, but we can try and work on that. He is still only young, but I think he could definitely be a good, useful player for us coming forward. Otherwise, it's not no one really to really write home about. We did get a Adarito Gomez, Cape Verdean. I wonder if he is some sort of relation to Ricardo Gomez, who we had, or something similar to that. I don't know if there's a way of checking, because Ricardo Gomez, who was our striker last time, he was from Cape Verde, but it doesn't. I don't think it says. I don't know if there's a way of checking. If anybody knows if there's a way of checking anything like that, feel free to let me know. It just seems weird that we had Ricardo Gomez, who was from Cape Verde, and then we've got a new gen also from Cape Verde with the same surname. So yeah, be interesting to know. If we're going to take one positive out of going out of the Europa League, it is that we can just focus solely on the league now. And we do also have the Serbian Cup as well. So for the game against Vojvodina, we're making a couple of changes. And Triller, he asked us for more game time. We tried to give it to him. We did try and play him a bit more, but he didn't really play great. But he's like, you still haven't played me. So you know what? The assistant actually recommended playing him up front for this game over Ratkov, I think because of the promise. But I was like, you know what? You can't do much worse than Ratkov's been doing lately, so go for it. Micetic is backing over Terzic. Filipovic is in over Mihailovic. Van der Karp is going to stay in and hope that he can sort of dismiss that poor performance last time out. And Klavan's going to come in for Sanachanin, who is not fit. Alexic is in for Nacho after his goal-scoring performance in the week. And Van den Boomen is going to come in, as is Topic, with who have we brought in off the bench. I think Marcondes is still not fully fit. Patrick is injured, so he's out. Actually, we'll put Stashovic in. Ilovic, he's another young player for us, right back. I think we leave it at that for now. We've got Sally Sen, who I will look to sort of bring him in, try and give him a bit more game time. He's not very happy with the amount of game time he's had, but he's not quite ready to just sort of be thrown in, I don't think, from the start in every game. So I'm just trying to sort of bring him in slowly. I feel a bit harsh dropping Stepanovic because he has generally been quite good. But Topic is a real goal-scoring threat for us, so it does make sense to play him, although Stepanovic might be a better... No, Topic is even better at tackling, so he stays in. Fight issue, too many foreigners, so I've had to take Van den Boomen and put him on the bench and play Stepanovic anyway. You're only allowed a maximum of 4 foreign players in the starting lineup, so that's why. Yeah, hopefully we can get a good result today because Red Star won. It's on the Sunday and they won on the Saturday, so they've actually got top. So we need to win and hope Stankom slip up in the game against Novi. That will give us a little bit of breathing room at the top of the table. And as you can see, yeah, Naumov has come in for top of it. I think I do see Naumov once he gets a bit more settled, hopefully being our main goalkeeper. I think attributes-wise, he is on par, if not slightly better, and Patzar are beating Stankom. So obviously we've definitely got the tougher tie today, playing who as we know I don't enjoy playing generally. So yeah, at the moment we're letting Stankom off with their slip up against Patzar. We really need to sort that out. I can't remember what I was just saying. Oh yeah, Naumov, I do see him potentially, and then obviously he's got the advantage of actually enjoying big games, which Popovic doesn't. So I'm hoping that will sort of make him a more sort of sustainable long-term goalkeeper. Well, even if not long-term, even if it's just someone for a couple of seasons and then we sell him onto someone bigger, but his performances hopefully allow us to sort of progress as a team and basically in the league and in European competition. Yeah, I did touch on the Serbian Cup just before. We are in the quarterfinals, and we're basically the biggest team left. There's no Red Star, there's no Chucherici. A lot of the teams left are either he was offside, maybe that's why he shot, but yeah, I don't know why he did that. a lot of the teams left are either Division 1 teams or like bottom half of the top league, basically. So we should really be winning that. Come on, Filipovic. Come on, Jovic. Yes, down to Petrilla. Oh, deflected shot by the keeper. Come on, Michetic. What can you do? Decent delivery, please. Don't get one. And now it's dropped straight to Malbasic and just run. And he's just running straight past Alexic, who has no choice, really, but to take him out because he just let him just get past him. Looked wonderful. Yes, Nemanja. Come on. Need to see a little bit more from him. Oh, he's got past this man. And he really should have played the passing. He did all that hard work, and then his decision-making let him down. Michetic's shot is blocked. Jovic whips it in. Ivanovic, what can you do? Lose the ball. That's what you can do. Wondrous. Absolutely wondrous. Thank you, Michetic, for winning it back. Alexic getting scrappy. Oh, nice one, Topic. You've sold him. Jovic. Why? Even so, you're offside. Why shoot when you can play the ball through to Petrilla? Makes no sense at all. I haven't even got Ratkov on. Isn't that poor? And he wasn't fully fit anyway. Well, I did think it was offside, but then I thought maybe the left back was playing him on. Come on, Michetic. Really do getting a goal. Fine, let him go back towards the ball. That was lucky. We're not defending them well at all. Like, obviously the corner was a headed clearance, which then they smashed in. And then, again, not dealing with the second phase of the attack well. Yes! Topic scores a screamer against his old club. Lovely, lovely strike. Lovely strike right into the top corner. And just got just what I wanted. A goal just before half time. Lovely little pass, like reverse pass from Alexic, and it's a great finish from top. It's our first shot on top, and what a shot on top. Oh, obviously, we've got some decent options on the bench as well, to be fair. We've got Nacho, who he can bring on for Alexic if needed. Got a few options that we can bring on in the wings if Jovic and Michetic continue to sort of struggle energy level-wise, like they look like they might be. We're not short of options here to sort of try and tip the game in our favour. Really could do with getting the win. I know Vojvodina are a tough team, but with Red Star winning and with Stankom at the moment losing, a win here would be priceless, just to give us a little bit of breathing room at the top. Not by much, but it's his 10th goal of the season. Perfect. What a start to the second half. Again, maybe I should just keep asking for these things and they'll happen. So what I want now is a Petrilla goal. Great finish. But yeah, Petrilla goal would be nice. Yeah, puts us a point clear. 2 points clear of Stankom. Like I said, nothing crazy, but it's better than nothing. Also, with that saying 2 points, does that mean that Stankom have equalised? Because surely if we were winning, we'd be 3 points clear. Lovely football. Lovely, lovely play. Jovic takes it over Petrilla. I thought that was going to be it. I literally thought I was going to get my goal from Petrilla. Yeah, they have equalised. Come on, Shahovic. Don't do anything. Machetic. Oh. It's wide just by the... Can we put a bit of pressure on, please, Top? Jog, let him jog past you. Jehovic, that's a stupid challenge. I was going to take him off anyway because he's tired. I think it'll be for Dasovic, and we'll play for Lipic at the left. Other changes with... Yeah, we'll bring on Jaden Anthony whenever I have... Right, okay. He can go up front. Play up front, which is... He's going to go there. Again, I'm losing my thought, losing my train. Okay. Slow things down. A couple more changes. Bring on Nacho. Oh, is it going to let us do it because of national players and whatever, what have you? You know what I mean? The right nationality of player. Failing spec. Terzic can come on. It's flagging. Need him to switch on now. Yes, Topic, come on. You're gonna dive in like that. I'm gonna make it stick. Yes, Philippa. Nice. You know what? I think we can just afford just to slow it down a little bit now into the final 50. Lovely little round the corner ball up from Terzic. Lovely drive and run. Gravediggers, man on. Oh. How did you do that? Stan, come on, winning. Seeing that we've gone second now. Don't get me wrong, I can't complain. As it stands, we've come from behind to win. I had high hopes that Partizan were going to do us a favour. I didn't ask for it though, did I? In the same way that I did for the equaliser before. Miller saved it. That's awful. Long to go. Hold out. Keep it simple, lads. No stupid decision making. Good block. Thank you. Illich, you need to get back. Fence. Man up. Hit it out wide. You've got to be tight for possession. You've got to do so much better. We'll take that. Wind down the clock now, boy. Really, really wind. Right, Filipovic, take your time. I mean, he's doing a cracking job here. Winding. We take it. 2-1. Perfect. Right, everyone, we've only got 2 games left now of the preliminary phase, and that includes a game against Red Star in 2 weeks, and then a game against Novi Partizan, who are currently 11th. And then we've got a cup game against Match for Shabak, who, like I said, are in the first division. If we look at the cup, you'll see exactly what I mean. There is That's our Sparta. Oh, sorry. Vojvodina, I forgot about them. But they're playing our feeder club, like our affiliate, Teleoptic, who have got a lot of our, they're basically just our affiliate. And, look at that. That's the overview for Teleoptic. It's our development center. They can beat Vojvodina. That'll be really satisfying. Then it's Radnički 1923 and it's Shabak who are playing. So, as you can see, outside of Vojvodina, there's no one really who we should be scared of. Because look, you got Subotica, and to be fair, Zadic, Nietzsche, the newly promoted team, are up there. But yeah, we should be getting through that okay. So what I will do is I'll see you for the Red Star game in the league playoffs, and that'll probably see it. Hopefully it'll be towards the end and we can see it through nicely with a couple of games right towards the end of the season. So yeah. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. A little bit of disappointment in Europa League, but I think you kind of have to allow for that. The board certainly didn't expect us to do that well. Got an 80% rating for that from the board, 45 for the league. They just wanted to reach the semi-final of the cup. I reckon we can go on, and they just wanted to get us to get top half in the league, which is crazy, considering we are, who we are. We're Footballski Club Partizan, and we should really be challenging. So, yeah, and hopefully we can get it over the line. It'd be very nice if we could. Anyway, everyone, I have waffled on, and I'll see you at the next episode. Bye for now.